Evening all, and welcome back to Factory Town Grand Station, where I have actually been doing a fair bit off camera for a change. Not actually progressing, because we don't do that here. We don't actually build the things we need. We just change stuff. I have got myself a formula that I wanted. I don't know whether it works or not. Well, that seems to be working. And you'll notice there's a change to things as well. So, my formula is quite simple. I have a sheet with all the items on it, which I already did many episodes ago trying to figure things out. And basically, I look at the recipe and I take whatever it needs and divide it by how many seconds there are in use. Let me just make sure I get my formula correct to make sure I don't lose my... Yep, the amount of goods divided by the seconds, which means how many goods you're using per second. So, for instance, for this plank one here, we use 2 wood, and divided by 3 seconds means we use 0.67 wood a second. I have then times that number by 6 because we have 6 buildings. You'll notice there's 6 is no longer 9. That's happened all over the place. They've all gone down to 6 buildings instead. I did that because also that evens out the output from the train, because the centre one was always getting more than the other ones because of distance. Because it was a shorter distance to go, it would fill up first, and then it always seemed like if I put barns down for each 3 of them, the centre one would make more than the outside one. So it's just even stuff up. It does make things a little bit slower, but yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It works better because taking that 0.67 and timesing it by 6 and rounding up to the nearest whole number, because that you can't put point something of a train down, gives me 4 trains, 4 boxcars. So we have 4 boxcars here, and then we do exactly the same for this one here, which is 5. So 3 divided by 4 is 0.75, times 6 is 5, rounded up. And I've just done that across the entire board, everywhere. It's kind of working. I have also increased the storage amount. I've doubled the storage required space for each item. So because I've got more trains going around now, they can do more things. It just makes so much more sense. And if there's coal, I'll put it down the bottom. I know this is going to be a problem when it comes to cake, particularly, but I'll have to just figure it out from there, I suppose. I don't really know any other way to do it. I have also realised that I've got a few of these wrong, but I'm going to leave them for the minute. I was changing up these here, so instead of using a splitter, it does this sort of system. It comes off the side. So if we go over here, for instance, this one here, this is the same. This is doing all its thing here. Metal conveyor belts. We have 1 carriage for the wood. We have 2 carriages for the hold on, have I got the right one here? Am I on the right one? That's not metal conveyor belts. That's not metal conveyor belts. I'm looking at entirely the wrong one. This is reinforced planks. Dull. So yeah, 1, 1 and 2, which is the same as what it is actually down here, 1, 1 and 2, but that's not always the case. So metal conveyor belts, this is the one here. This is where it's got 1 train for things. But cloth conveyor belts was the weird one, because that is it's 2 carriages for conveyor belts, 3 carriages for wooden wheels, and 2 carriages for the stone brick, because that's just how it works. I have cut this off because we have no cloth being made yet, so there's no point in having that running right now. We will get to that. We have this down here, going on here. The pickups I've all set as 4 carriages. I think that's going to be fine, or cars, or whatever. And I've been using my little thing here to turn off. If we don't have 50, 200, 500 of them, we turn it off. I do need to look at some of these as well, and tweak them slightly because of distance travelled. I think the distancing is becoming a bit of a problem. It drops off all its goods in here, it's fine, but it does. But it might just also be the fact that I'm not actually... let me change this. Let me change this to... 150. 150. Okay, so that's less than 150, and that is going to be less than 50. Because that's what one train delivers: 1 lump of coal and 3 lumps of iron, or 3 cars of iron, sorry. That's 150 iron. So if there's less than 1 whole train, go pick up another one. think that might be a good roll. Because the issue is that the trains, I think, are waiting a little bit too long before they're going to pick up the next goods. So they're running out. Like that train will go straight away. And then when he drops off his next lot of goods, it'll be okay. And I'm not worried about him just taking coal back on the forwards and things like that. That's absolutely fine. I might do that in other places. I'll see where we need tweaks and stuff. For sure. We'll figure it out. That's all done down here as well. This seems to be working pretty good. This is working pretty good for the bread. Lots of things are quite run out at the moment because I've paused the trains. I chopped the rails off in order to stop them driving around so I could actually catch the trains, like here for instance. So let's have a look at this one. What's this? This is veggie stew. Go down my list here. And find veggie stew. Where is that? Veggie stew is there. Okay, so it's 111, and I'm ignoring coal. Coal has just got one train cut to it because that's all it needs. Simply because coal is fine. Coal is it's four times that. The only exception to that is I'll show you in a minute. So the veggie stew takes 6 seconds, and it uses 111, which is 0.17 times 6 is 1. So we've got 1 tomato, 1 potato, 1 carrot, and 1 coal. I want to reorder that. I know this sounds really strange, but I want to actually put the coal train first, and then the other ones after it, to get some form of conformity going on here. And that train can go and do its thing there. And then I mean, these should really be set to 50 then, shouldn't they? If we're going to follow the conform, let's give it a try. Let's see whether that works. If it's less than 1 train load, then go and get more. Yeah. This is the same. I think this one's also struggling for iron. It's full of coal. Oh, I didn't filter it. Oh, fiddlesticks. Right, okay, so what's this one? See, there are mistakes. There are many mistakes. This is nails. Let's go down to my nail thing. It's not just easy as looking at the numbers down here and doing it. I could do it in my head, but my brain's not awake enough for that. So I have a sheet. I have a spreadsheet. So this recommends three carriages of iron, which I think I have right here. Oh, right. Coal, iron. Yes, but the problem is that the top 2 should be iron, and the bottom 2 should be coal. Or the bottom 1, very bottom 1 should be coal. Okay, and I'm going to actually let the train go by because I don't want him to empty the coal out at the moment. What I want to do is I want to do something like this. Input and output. I am utterly confused by this because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why. It seems to prioritise the stuff down here rather than... If I set that to be an input only, for some reason it doesn't want to input it, which is just, I don't understand that. Stop that, because just in case the train comes back. Yeah, I don't understand why it's not accepting that coal to go into that slot. Or more importantly, why it's taking the coal in and then doing that weird thing. I think there is still an issue with this where it's not accepting the stuff in via conveyor belts unless there's something in there already to do it. So yeah, I don't I don't quite understand that, but there's not really a great deal I can do about it at the moment. Right, so you are actually full of iron. That's fine. So we'll transfer the coal down to here. Let's move this one to coal, because that's where I messed up. And then hopefully we'll get at least one spare lump of, or one spare space of coal. Nope. If I open that slot up and then connect the rail again, oh, you'll fill up with iron ore. Awesome. Then as it gets used, it will use up this coal here, hopefully. And then once that coal's used up, it will start using up this coal here, and everything will be awesome. So I can actually now put that back to where it was. Coal can carry on going straight, and it will start using up that coal there. Awesome. I may have to keep an eye on that, because if that train comes back, it's going to fill the top one up with coal again, which is not what we want. Although I have turned it off. I don't know if turning it off affects it or not. We'll see. But that is what I've done. That is what I've done. I've gone all over the place and done things. There are a few places I haven't finished off yet because I was waiting for the system to do its thing, essentially. I was trying not to pick up stuff from the conveyor belts because I ended up filling the base up completely. I've got this whole new shebang thing going on down here with the base because this was absolutely full, 100% full of stuff, and I was like, whoa, yeah. So what I've got is I've got trains going around picking up goods, these packagers packaging them and then putting them wherever they need to go, and then once the trains come back, they can drop off here if they brought anything back, because they don't drop off water because they can't get down the water line because they don't have the tag for water. So yeah, and wood was overfilled, so that's just an overflow station, essentially. So if any of these come back with goods still in them and haven't dropped them off, they go there. And it's just trying to keep the race empty. It's kind of working. I have actually turned off all these here, so we can actually now take out the wood and other bits and pieces. But I might need to actually do a whole clear on this. Although that can be done later. That's fine. That can be done off camera. That's not an issue. I haven't done anything down here yet as well. I'm sort of looking at these, trying to figure stuff out. My exception to the rule for coal, this one, no, which one was it? May have actually been down here. Yeah, I think this is a different one for, yeah. This requires 2 mana shards and 10 fuel. Now, I don't think I've actually put this into the system yet. So mana crystal, let's scroll down my list here, find mana crystal. There it is. So it takes 8 seconds. It uses 2 mana crystals. Taking 8 seconds. It recommends 2 carriages. But I actually put a second coal carriage on here because it uses way more coal. I don't normally do the coal, but I can put that into here. If I say it uses 2 coal, then it recommends I should use 8 carriages. But it's not. It uses 10 fuel. I need to technically divide that by 4. This is when it becomes very complicated. And 10 divided by 4 is not a round number, which is awkward. So, yeah, I mean, it's 2.5, which is... So if I put 2.5, 2.5, let's see if my spreadsheet still works. So it recommends 2. It recommends 2 carts of each type. So let's do that. Let's move those back. Let's attach you to there. I don't know what I've just done there. So we'll add coal and coal, and then we'll add mana shard, and we'll add another mana shard on there. There we go. And that can be set to go, and it's not actually technically correct yet because I haven't set this to 6 of them, but if the numbers work, then it should work. Everything should be fine. Everything should be hunky-dory and perfect. And you see, I've turned some things off. I've broken some things here and there and everywhere because I just wanted to spread things out and change things and do things. And yeah, that's the idea. However, we are actually low. Well, not low, but we are actually lower on cloth conveyor belts than I thought we would be. We've still got loads in there, but I've been losing a lot more in places haven't. And we're getting some metal conveyor belts as well, being dropped off and doing things. So I think we need to change some things up here. See, so I have why are those fields getting water? Oh, broken. Aha. Aha. One broken? No, it's not. Okay. Wonder why that field was a different colour to the rest of them. And there's one there as well. You apparently don't have any water. Why don't you have any water? Ah, you don't have any water. Ah, there we go. Okay, so, right, I don't know how long that's been broken for, but there we go, fixed now. So these are doing their good there, but we need cloth. Cloth is the thing that is run out here. We are in desperate need of the cloth, so let's do that. And then the cloth will give us, we also need gears for those as well. So let's do that. Let's do cloth. Now, I think cloth is, we had down here. I've also got this stuff here as well, which I need to remember as well. And these, what are these? These were making jam. Wow. Okay. I've got loads of remnants of old stuff down here that I just haven't used for ages and ages and ages. Gears. Loads of gears there. Alright, awesome. Okay, so when we come to gears, we can do that. Loads of iron plates stored in places. Wooden wheels. Don't have any wooden wheels left. Rather than delete all these, I will transfer the stuff out. I should really just get some trains grabbing things, shouldn't I, and dropping them off, but... Right, so we haven't got any cloth over there. I think I might have moved cloth production then. Did I move it? Dump it down the end of one of these? No, this is... What is this making? Making mana brick. Okay. So where should cloth go? Let us consult our station. Cloth should go here. So cloth should go here. Right there. Awesome. So it's going to be our first train going that way. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Now, the other thing that concerns me is the fact that I have one rail tie left. So, maybe we should do that instead. That's probably important. Rail ties go up here. Where'd they go? Sorry, is it 1, 2? It's 1. Okay, so rail ties go here, but I don't have enough to actually build the thing. But that's fine. That's fine. Rail tiles are made using machine shops, aren't they? You go over to here. Let's have a look. See. Yep, rail tiles. I keep calling them rail ties. They're not. They're rail tiles. Okay. Now I can't copy all of that because I don't have the rails for it. Can I steal some rails from over here? I certainly can. All these rails. Steal all these rails. We definitely don't need all of those. That's just two. That's just 2 rails. Right now, if I press delete, there we go. 883 rails. Thank you very much. Awesome. So that means I can copy all of this. Remembering that I need to that. So that. Copy, and it wants to be rotated round. So rotate, and it should line up there nicely. There we go. Awesome. Awesome. I like that. So we join the rail there, we lead the rail there. I still haven't gone to pushing rails on the end, but hey ho. And then you want to be rail tiles. Paste. So we need iron ingots, planks, and stone bricks. So ingots, planks, and stone brick. Which we're not using a great deal of stone brick actually. Iron ingots. planks, and brick. Paste in there. Oh, I missed the center one. Planks. And plank one is not being very friendly. Awesome. Right. There. Dum, dum, and dum. There we go. Okay, and then just change these ones up here. But I want to swap these around, don't I? Just to make my brain understand what's going on. So you connect to that, you connect to that, and you connect to that. And you want to be set to iron plates, and you want to be set to planks, and you set to iron bricks. Awesome. Okay, let's find a train that comes down here. So we'll copy you, and we will control and paste you in there. Boom. And then this wants to be called the rail tile. Change this to be rail tiles. And then come over here and connect it to that one. Yay. Awesome. Right. Okie dokie. So let me find rail tiles on my little here. Boom, boom, boom. It's going to be up, isn't it? Rail tiles are there. Okay, so rail tiles. Let's fill in the numbers. Here we go. Time cost is 5 seconds. It uses 2 of the first resource, 2 of the second resource, and 2 of the third resource. And that means it should have a train that has 3 carriages for each type. That's a 9 long train. Ooh, that might be too big to actually fit in here. So we may have to do something else with this. I might have it just go up and loop around and come back in. I'm not sure. Right, so this wants to be fitted to, or filtered to rail tile. Okay. You want to be filtered to rail tile. Oh. And we want to turn off the filter on the back of all the trains. No, 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 no. And nope. And then we want to go iron plate, planks, oh no, sorry, it's 3 iron plates. Okay, plank, and then stone brick. There we go. Okie dokie. And that will work. Now, as I said, this is going to get trapped, isn't it? This is going to get... Not trapped, but this is going to get stuck. Yeah, and even when it hits that, it's going to get stuck. Okie dokie. So we'll definitely need to elongate the track for that one there. But now I have shrunk these down a bit. I've got a bit more space here, so I can quite happily run a rail like up here, along here, and down here, which doesn't conform to the other ones, but it's required because this is a much longer train, and I'm also going to help the train along because it needs all the help it can get. There we go. Awesome. So there's our rail tiles, and we'll always have 500 in stock, which would be perfect. Let me just see here. Go to you to rail tiles. Much. I don't really think I need many rail tiles actually stored here, if I'm honest. Yeah, I don't really think we need many rail tiles themselves actually stored. I mean, are they used in anything? I know they're used in building. I don't think they're actually used in making anything. They're not used in production. So, oh, I should move that train as well. You should not be there because otherwise, when you rejoin the line, you'll rejoin the line badly. There we go. Okay. Oh, and we have this here. I did actually drop down. I ran out of people. Would you believe? I actually ran out of people, and I dropped down all the farms to all the things, and dropped down everything I could. And now I filtered everything out. I can actually turn the farms back up again, which I'm going to do. I'm going to throw them back up to. Well, I don't think it's maximum, is it? That's needed, but let's see. Was it 6? I'm going to go with 5. I think it was 5. I dropped them all down to 2. Grain is our exception to everything. It's the one thing that's causing issues. So yeah, I mean everywhere else I've changed it to be the slow conveyor belts because it's not really an issue of waiting for time. Although this is now struggling, so maybe we'll put the mines up to 5 as well. Iron ore is, you know, the staple of pretty much any industry, so makes sense. You up to 5. There we go. And if any other plants and crops and things are struggling, then we'll do the same for that. This is still using the whole thing here. That's fine. The whole wells there. Okay, I'm just waiting for this train to come back to make sure it worked. This large train. Is that one? No, that's potato and flour. Who's that? That's the grain train. Grain train is not going to be able to fill up on time. We've got 6 a boxcart of 6 trains. A train with 6 boxcars on it, sorry, dropping off goods. And then we've got like 5 being picked up here, and 4 being picked up there, and 3 being picked up here. So I don't think this is keeping up. Yeah, I think we might need to look into something else for this. I mean, we could always run a second. I think we might do that. We might do that just to see. I think the make it look good as well. The what are these things called? Packages. I think the packages can keep up. Wow, fail. No, packages cannot keep up. Okay, that's too much for the packager. That's actually overwhelming the packager. But I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with that. Oh, go away. And then what if I drop this down to, say, 8 people instead? And you're going to fill up. Okay. So that is 2 packages actually running as fast as they possibly can at the moment. Six. It looks like it might be about 6. About 6 on each one. Okay, and obviously it changes with happiness as well, so that's a bit weird. But packages don't change with happiness. Packages just package at a flat speed unless you had a steam booster, which we don't have. We don't have any steam yet. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I think when it comes to adding steam power to things, it will be an underground piping system if we need it. I don't know. But we can also add more packages as well. We've got the opportunity to do that. You know, there's no reason why I couldn't add another packager. Yeah, there are options that we can still take. It's not the end of the world, and it's not like these are actually filling up on the packages because they're outputting fast enough. They're just literally filling up on the grain. So maybe it was actually just 5. It was 5, and the reason we had issues was that they just wasn't outputting fast enough. There we go. Okay, how's this doing? This is doing fine because it's nowhere near as fast, eh? Oh, that takes 2 seconds to mine. That takes 4 seconds to mine. Ah, right. Okay, maybe we do want to go up to 10 people on this one then. But it takes twice as long to mine. Balance. Finding the balance. Oh. Sorry, I definitely need more coffee. My voice is not happy today. And also, let's upgrade this to metal conveyor belts because now the packages can't actually output fast enough. There we go. Okay. And your situation is exactly the same. You cannot output fast enough. I am going to put it on top as well. Oh. Oh. Damn you. Yep, I'm going to put it on top. I don't have to. I can put it on the side. I don't think we're ever going to use the actual top thing. I would like to. I would like to use omni planters to plant on the top of here to have more stone in places. So there we go. Now the actual packages themselves are they're not backing up, but they are fuller. So there we go. Awesome. So that's now operating at capacity. Going to upgrade this as well. We'll have to store more so that the train can come and get. We might upgrade the train there. And this is what I'm doing. I've been looking at things as to where they're struggling, and then being like, what can I do to make it better? That's not quite right. And just tweaking it with the numbers here. But now I've dropped everything down to having 6 instead of that. I've got more people to play with, which is much better. And we've also got loads of things over there as well, which are just using up people for no reason at all. There's people sat over there doing nothing and have been doing nothing for a long time. A very long time. There we go. Now the packages aren't stopping at all. They are running all the time. We're never getting a little red. We're waiting for resources. So I think that's about right. So 6. 6 at the moment. And as happiness goes up, it will change. I mean, you see, it goes up with that. So happiness is plus 40%. If we get more happiness, we'll go up even further. So, yay. Yeah. Okay. So that's the changes I've done to make things work better. I will admit, I did originally change this to be smaller so that I could get the rails to go up the side and come back down again. But then I remembered I was going to twist it all 90 degrees, so that wouldn't have made any sense anyway. So yeah, that was my initial idea, but I think this is going to work better for us overall. It is slower because there's less making things, so we might have an issue with throughput, but it flows better. I feel as if it flows a lot better, and hopefully now our iron can keep up. Now I've upgraded this, so yeah. We'll see. Iron and grain are two. Grain is my definite nemesis. Iron is as well, but we'll see. So we'll leave it here and we'll come back next time and carry on, and hopefully actually I will make the rail tiles that I was going to although we did make the rail tiles, didn't we? We have rail tiles being made there. Yay. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again next time, and until then, as always, have fun.